Morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube. And happy Friday, everybody. This is Forex Trading Course 101. And remember, we are trying to build the three pillars of trading. We are trying to build a strategy and or a system. We are trying to understand how risk management works. And we are trying to learn how psychology works. If this is your first time, we are in the intermediate module, and the title for today, hello Miguel, and the title for today is the three Fibonacci's and the multiple time frames. Hello Akos, how are you? Remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not investment or trading advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Master teacher, thank you Akos. Hello Annie, how are you? For homeworks and or questions, you have my Gmail contact, Skype contact and LinkedIn contact. That being said, everybody, this is now the fourth picture. And remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. So when you type a question or an answer, I have 20 seconds delay. Okay, so this is the picture, so try to take a screenshot or make a photo with your cell phone or your laptop or computer. How to use the three Fibonacci's, things to ponder, things to remember. Okay, you need to learn this, everybody, if you are going to use the Fibonacci trading. Number one, all the rules apply to all Fibonacci's and on all time frames. Okay? Where is the A? Where is the sub A? What is the C? What is the sub C? Where is the D extension? All the rules apply to all Fibonacci's and on all time frames. Number two, and this is a difficult one in the beginning to understand, every Fibonacci can have the contrarian Fibonacci and the Fibonacci of the confirmation. So it's not just the original Fibonacci that have the contrarian Fibonacci and the Fibonacci of the confirmation, but also the contrarian Fibonacci can have a contrarian Fibonacci and can have a Fibonacci of the confirmation. Okay? And also the Fibonacci of the confirmation can have a contrarian Fibonacci and also its own Fibonacci of the confirmation. So all the rules apply to all Fibonacci's and on all time frames. And yes, also the contrarian Fibonacci can have a contrarian Fibonacci. If not, how are you going to find the C of the contrarian Fibonacci and on the Fibonacci of the confirmation? Victor is saying, FXPassion, can you explain about that Fibonacci we saw yesterday? Victor, can you be more specific? What time frame? Yes, sir, of course. Yes, no problem. Just give me the time frame and the currency pair because I don't remember anymore. Okay, they type in the currency pair and the time frame. Okay, but yes, of course, we are here for you, everybody. If you don't understand, just ask. Okay. Number three, when comparing the larger time frames and smaller time frame, it's possible that the contrarian Fibonacci on the larger time frame is the original and or the Fibonacci of the confirmation on the smaller time frame. Okay, many times it happens that one Fibonacci is going to be the other on the other time frame. Yes, Victor, just type the currency pair and the time frame. Okay. Number four, in other words, the retracement of one could be the extension of the other. This is so important in Fibonacci trading. The retracement of one could be the extension of the other. Victor is saying there was not a first low, was after that. Still, Victor, I need the currency pair and time frame. You know. Number 5, the D of the original Fibonacci is stronger than all the other Ds from other Fibonaccis. Okay, this is also so important, we're going to explain today. Number 6, always remember, if things get complicated, the larger time frame controls the lower time frame, and the market will always go in the direction of the greatest force, of the greater force. Monthly, weekly, daily, 2 hours. AUDJPY daily, yes sir. 7, trade only what you understand and what you are comfortable with. Okay, if you don't understand the contrarian, if you don't understand the Fibonacci of the confirmation, just go with the original one. Don't try to do everything. And number 8, Friday, you are going to forget all of this, everybody. Right? You are going to forget all of this information, the rules, the original Fibonacci, the contrarian, the Fibonacci of the confirmation. But we add one more, number 9, the retracement and the extension from the higher time frames are more relevant than the retracement and extensions from the smaller time frames, especially when the market hit the D on the larger time frame. Okay, so Victor first, AUDJPY daily chart. Okay, Victor, this is AUDJPY daily. What is your question? It's about the sub A, sub B, sub C, or is about the sub A, sub B? Was a little confused. There was not the first low. What are we talking about? The sub A, sub B, the original one, or are we talking about the contrarian? What Fibonacci are we talking about? So edit levels, let's color code everything original, right? Because this is the Fibonacci of the confirmation of the sub A, sub B, the same color, so if not it gets confusing, right? Edit levels, original one, okay. A, B, A to B, so not subs, right? A to B, this one, the big one. And I'm going to delete a few things, delete. This one, Victor? Uptrend. There you go. This one. No. Don't move. Yes, sir. I'm not moving. Is this AB? The contrarian on the sub? Akos, I'm waiting for Victor to ask the question, because I don't know if the question is here or this A, B, or after. Yes, okay, so what is your question? This is the A, this is the B. What is your question, Victor? A to B. Why the B? It has a lower wick. What do you think, Akos? What do you think? Why the B? Why is not the red circle? Why is not the red circle? Why is the lower wick the correct one? What do you think? Okay, Victor, I'm waiting for your question. Akos is asking the same. Oh, it's about the B, so it's not about the A, it's about the B, right? You want your Fibonacci like this? Akos and Victor? Why not the first candle? What do you think? Yes, the red circle. Do you want like this? What do you think? Why is not the red circle? I'm not going to give you the answer. I want you to think about the rules and everything. And today is Friday. I'm tired, you know. I want you to learn, not just... Yes, okay, why not? Yes, 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 I know it's yes, 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 but why not? Why is the red circle the wrong one? Miguel, you are too kind. Let them think, Miguel. You are too kind. But Miguel gave you the answer. This is not a high, Akos and Victor. This is not a high. But there is no but. It's not a high. There are no buts in rules, everybody. You cannot follow the rules and learn the rules. Yes, but there are no buts. The B must be a high. You trade, hello, how are you? Time to shine, hello, yes sir, it's not a high. Is it the first high? Akos, the red circle is not a high. It doesn't have two candles on the left and two candles on the right with lower high values. You need to go, Akos, you need to go to Ducascopy webinar page on YouTube and start watching the lesson from number 1. This was the second lesson, highs and lows. This is not a high. Hello boss, how are you? What about structure? It doesn't matter structure. Fibonacci has rules. The A must be a high or a low. The B must, it's a must be a high or a low. There are no buts in between. What about structure? It doesn't matter structure in here. Victor? Okay, Akos and Victor, this is not a high. It doesn't have two. It has two on the right, but it doesn't have two on the left. The second candle on the left has a higher high value. Okay, are we clear? Are we clear, everybody? Especially Victor and Akos. Are we clear why the red circle is not okay? It's wrong. You need to follow the rules. A must be a low or a high. B must be a high or a low in a downtrend, the down Fibonacci. Only the C is the example, is the exception to the rule. A C is just a point. Sometimes it's a low, sometimes it's a high in a down Fibonacci, but it's an exception. And the D also must be, it's a must be a high or a low, and those are the rules. And there are no buts in between. But what about structure? What about the contour? There are no buts. Those are the rules. I understand that point. Okay, so are we clear? Akos, are we clear? Do you understand? Everybody, if you don't know highs and lows, please go back to Ducascopy YouTube channel, webinar page, and start watching the Forex Trading Course 101 starting from lesson 1. Okay, the point is, yes, what's the point? Victor, you must be friend with Eddington, you know. He's always trying to say, find some but this and that, and you know. And I say, okay, do what you want, you know. What can I say? You know. There are rules, everybody, on every technical aspect that you are learning, and you shouldn't have buts, you know. Victor, I'm still waiting for your comment. What is the point? Akos, are we clear? Do you understand why this is not the high? I have seen many times the videos, yes. And I know what is bothering you, Victor. I know what is bothering you. What is bothering you that spatially you would like to see Fibonacci and the candles like this. I know this. You would like to see this. The A is down here and the B is up here, and you have a perfect sequence. Okay. B is not a high for me. For me too. Okay, why not? What is B if not a high? I know what is bothering you. You would like to see this, and what you are seeing this. And because this is not a high, you must choose. This is the A and this is the B. I know what is bothering you. Don't worry, I've been there. Okay? This is what is bothering you. Thank you, Olga. I'm telling them this, but they won't, you know. If this B is not a high, then what is this? Okay, everybody, we are not going to waste a lot of time. Okay, Akos, Victor, and everybody else. This is the B. Okay, point. This is the B. End of conversation. This is the B. Is the first high after the A as soon as possible. This is the B. End of conversation. Okay? If it's not your B, no problem, but those are the rules. This is the A, is the starting point of the uptrend, and the B is the first high as soon as possible after the A. And this is the high. End of conversation, everybody. But B is lower than the first candle and it's more than 2 candles away. Yes, you are absolutely correct, but it doesn't matter. Because this candle here, it's not a high. Okay, everybody? Okay, let's go back. Let's see where are we? We are here. It's a rule, yes sir. Okay, number 2, every Fibonacci can have the contrarian Fibonacci. Okay, let's start. So it's Friday, right? We can give you a difficult lesson today because it's Friday. And as always, we are going to have the 4 time frames. Okay, we are going to have the 4 time frames and text. There you go. This is going to be the monthly, left up corner, the monthly text. This is going to be the weekly, down left corner. This is going to be the daily, right corner on the right, and this is going to be the 1, 2 hour, 1, 2, 4 hours, whatever. Okay, so the 3 Fibonacci's and the multiple time frames. So remember, we had already a webinar, a lesson on multiple time frames trading, where the monthly had a down Fibonacci original. So today we are going to have an up original Fibonacci. Okay, we are going to have an up original Fibonacci like this. On the weekly, we are going to have an up Fibonacci original one like this. On the daily, we are going to have a down, a down original Fibonacci like this, something like this. And on 1, 2 hours Fibonacci retracement, we are going to have an up Fibonacci like this. Okay, I should something like this. There you go. I have to follow, don't take personal, is going to be hard. Yes, there's nothing personal in here. Absolutely right. So the monthly is going to have a contrarian Fibonacci. Okay, let me delete. The monthly is going to have a contrarian Fibonacci with a confirmed C. Okay, contrarian Fibonacci. The weekly is going to have a contrarian Fibonacci but with a not confirmed C. The daily is going to have a contrarian Fibonacci with a confirmed C. And the 1, 2 hours is going to have a contrarian Fibonacci with a confirmed C. Like this. And we have one more. On the monthly, you are going to have a Fibonacci of the confirmation, something like this. And on the weekly chart, you are going to have a small tiny Fibonacci of the confirmation like this. On the daily, right, you are going to have a small Fibonacci of confirmation like this. And on the 1, 2 hours, you don't have a Fibonacci of the confirmation. Teachers, today is Friday, right? I'm your student, you are my teacher. What are we going to do? Okay? Short or long? On what time frame? And why? Okay? This is the, I have some students that are here, they have live class with me, and this is the exam for them. This is the exam. If you want to trade Fibonacci's, this is the exam, everybody. What are we going to do? Are we going to enter short? Are we going to enter long? On what time frame and why? This is the exam about the Fibonacci trading. You need to understand the different concepts and rules, and you need to decide going long or short, on what time frame and why. You already smile. Come on, Victor, don't worry. It's just practice, practice, practice. Okay? This Fibonacci are confusing for me. I will try to review all again. Akos, I don't know you very much, but I think, maybe I'm wrong, I think you didn't watch the webinar starting from lesson number 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but when some students say, oh, this is not the B, many times it's because the students didn't watch all the course starting from the lesson number 1. And some of you send me emails, Passion, but it's 70 lessons behind. And I said, yes sir, just watch one webinar per day. In 70 days you are in, no problem. Or watch 2 webinars per week or 3 webinars per week. But it's not going to help you, because the lessons are going to get more and more and more confusing for the one who don't understand. And the lessons are going to become more and more and more challenging. You know, we have next month we are going to talk about, or this month because we are in September, October, we are in November, and we are going to talk about news trading, and advanced news trading goes inside the Fibonacci's. So if you don't understand the original Fibonacci and the contrarian and the Fibonacci of the confirmation, you are not going to understand the advanced news trading. And you cannot understand the Fibonacci's without understanding support, resistance, highs and lows. It's that simple. You need to go to the Ducascopy YouTube webinar page as a good student and start watching lesson number 1 2-3 times. Oh, Passion, but this is going to take me a long time. Do you want to make money, yes or no? You know, don't ask for the easy way, everybody. Who knows Jim Rohn? Jim Rohn, it was a philanthropist and business philosopher. Who knows him? He's dead already, but he has great books. And one of my favorite quotes that he said, don't wish that it was easier, wish for you to be better. You know, what is 90% failure rate all over the world? Because 90% of people, they want easy answers. They aren't easy answers in trading. This is one of the last mind games, everybody. Surgeons come, brain surgeons come to trading. They are extremely talented, they are extremely intelligent, they are extremely everything. They cannot make money from this market. This is the last mind game. And emotions and everything, you know. So you need to put in the hours, you know. And I understand you, because I was there where you are right now, and I was suffering as you are suffering right now. Oh man, it's confusing, it's too much information. Oh, I am late, you know. Oh, the market is after me. Oh, the Fibonacci don't work. Oh, I'm too young, I'm too old, you know. All kind of excuses. Right? But if you, there is a good news. This is being a trader. Nobody is born a trader. Being a trader is a learnable skill, but you need to put the hours inside learning. There is a statistic out there, 10,000 hours. I'm going to tell you my experience. It's not 10,000 hours, it's 20,000 hours until you get it. Not that you make money consistently, until you understand and get this market. You need to train for 20,000 hours. Now, if you divide 360 days and you put 1 hour per day, how many years it's going to take you to understand this market? You know, and then come a trader and said, oh, Passion, it's going to take me 5 years. So what? So what? Do you want to be free in your life? Do you want to travel around the world, buy a Ferrari, be a money manager, you know, whatever is your dream? Do you want this? Look around you, everybody. The majority of people all over the world, 90%, they are working in a job they don't like, for a boss they don't like, for the money they don't like. you know, and you are trying to cry to my shoulder, oh, it's going to take me 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. So what? Better to be a millionaire in 10, 20 years than never, right? If this is your dream, of course. If it's not, if you are here to learn and give classes, you know, to have students, if you want to be a good educator, then no problem, it's just theory. But if you want to be a trader that manages other people's money, investors' money, hedge funds' money, and others, this is the path. And again, we are telling you, you don't need to use all of this. Use what you understand and use what you like. I have students here. Passion, I don't like Fibonacci. Great, no problem. Go find another tool that is going to tell you the probabilities and risk reward. Fibonacci is one of them. You have Elliott waves that can help. You have Ichimoku that can help. You have the pitchfork that can help. Right? No problem. But you are going to need to put in the hours. Time to Shine said, I would wait for an opportunity on the 1-2-4 hour to go long because the long-term bias is long based on the higher time frames and we have a conformity on the 1-2 hour chart. Okay, congratulations, Time to Shine, good answer. Next question for you. What time frame has a greater chance of the trade being a success? And Victor says, it's like Napoleon Hill, a great writer. Sunshine, possibly a conformity on the monthly. Yes, we have a conformity on the monthly. Yes, sir. I can tell, yes. So, everybody, after this sermon of mine, breaking your balls, right? And shouting at you, what are we going to do? It's Friday, yes. Passion, I don't like Fridays, you know. I love Fridays. It's end of the week, you know. So the monthly controls all, yes sir, but you don't have most likely the billions and trillions, not yet at least, to sustain or to trade from the monthly chart. 90% of retail traders are here. So we are going to enter from the 1-2-4 hour chart. We're going to enter from the 1-2-4 hour chart, but if we get the daily, the weekly and the monthly wrong, we are going to lose on the 1-2-4 hour chart. And we did a webinar without the Fibonacci of the confirmation. So the way to go, you need to understand what is the probability of the Fibonacci on the 1-2-4 hour chart, what is the probability on the Fibonacci on the daily chart, what is the probability on the weekly, and what is the probability on the monthly. Okay, so let's go step by step, everybody. We are not going to have enough time to cover everything today. But let's go step by step. Number 1, Time to Shine said long. Victor, what do you think? Olga, what do you think? Akos, what do you think? Miguel, what do you think? Who is from Thailand? Thailand, you trade, what do you think? What are we going to do? Short or long on 1-2 hour time frame? Short or long? And there is no right or wrong, don't worry, don't be shy, there is no right or wrong. Time to Shine said long, okay, very good. Anybody else? Everybody is not helping you if I give you the answer, you need to think and talk to me, okay? And think when I ask you why. Time to Shine, congratulations to you. Olga, I know nothing. Okay, no problem, go back to the webinar page and... Any long, okay, great. Miguel, need to this time to... Okay, Miguel, take your time, no problem. long, okay. Anybody wants to go short? Long, everybody long, okay. Long, 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 long. Okay, great. Okay, so everybody's long. You trade, okay. Everybody's long. Okay, teachers, listen to me very carefully. Everybody that wants to go long. Teachers, why are we going long on the 1, 2, 4 hour chart if the original Fibonacci on our confirmation time frame is down and it has a confirmed C? What is going to be your answer? What is going to be your answer? Victor, let's start from the 1, 2, 4 hour chart. This is where 90% of retail traders, right? They have 100 bucks, 1,000 bucks, 10,000 bucks, euros, whatever, you know. Institutional are here. They have 100,000, 50,000, the junior traders, you know, 300,000 and up to millions and so on. Okay? Teacher Akos, teacher Annie, teacher who else? Teacher Victor, time to shine. Why are we going long if our confirmation time frame has a down original Fibonacci and a confirmed C, and also we have a Fibonacci of the confirmation? Where is the greatest force? And remember, in order to have the Fibonacci, I'm going to be quiet, so if not, I'm going to help you too much. So where is the greatest chance of success? Short on 2 hours, says Victor. Okay, so see everybody how our decision changed. Everybody says long, 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 long. Now everybody's saying short, 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 short. Because of the higher time frame, monthly is long and the weekly also. Yes, sir, but you don't have the trillions and millions Akos to sustain the swings on the weekly and the monthly. Okay? What you said is correct in theory, but in the live account you have 1,000 bucks and you don't have enough money to sustain. Because on the monthly and weekly, everybody, we have the wave, and after the extension the market is going to push down. You're going to have the retracement, right? On the monthly and on the weekly. So Victor says short. Mine did not change. Okay. Time to shine says it's a bit confusing. We have a conformancy on the daily in one direction and conformancy on the smaller time frame. Yes, it happens all the time. Time to shine. It happens all the time. I said short in the above comment. Oh, Miguel is screaming. Thank you. It didn't appear. Oh, let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, Miguel. If we are going to enter in the 2 hour, we must take in consideration the daily, which is short. Yes, Miguel. Yes, Miguel. Miguel was screaming. I said short in the above comment. Yes, sir. You are correct, Miguel. Short. Okay, time to shine is not confusing. It happens all the time. You can reduce the lot size to trade a monthly or weekly. It doesn't matter. 1,000 bucks or 1,000 euros is not going to save you. Sometimes not even 10,000 euros, Akos. I don't play well. You shouldn't trade until you understand everything and you are profitable on the demo account and call me on Skype and explain to me when, how and why are you making money, and when, how and why are you losing money. Then we can talk. The chat box doesn't work. Yes, Miguel, you are right. Sometimes it doesn't work. So I'm guessing we wait for retracement on the smaller time frame and go short when we get a confirmation and change of direction. Nice. Yes, nice strategy. Passion, the last Fibonacci on the daily is up. No, it's down. It's down. Not up. Oh yes. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Annie. Yes. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Annie. You're right. Thank you, Annie. Passion, the last Fibonacci on the daily is up, so I stay long. No, Annie, you are correct. It was wrong for me. The Fibonacci of the confirmation is down. I did a mistake, Annie. Thank you. I play on them. Okay, great. Okay. So, remember the trick, everybody, that the majority of the sequences from this smaller time frame, okay, you are seeing the same thing most likely on the smaller time frame that you are seeing on the bigger time frame. So before you enter a trade, you need to spatially see, and of course there is a learning curve attached to this, as Victor said. You are seeing exactly the same thing. Okay, so from the 1, 2, 4 hour standpoint and from the daily standpoint, we would enter short. We would enter shorting the contrarian Fibonacci, okay, on the 1, 2, 4 hour chart. And our contrarian Fibonacci most likely would be the Fibonacci of the confirmation on the daily, or at least is going to be a part of the Fibonacci of the confirmation on the daily. So the greatest force between those two is down. Okay, so 1 to 4 hour chart entry, at least right now, is short, is down. Now let's address the daily and the weekly. So on the daily, okay, remember the 1 to 4 hour charts are the least important. So on the daily we are down, right? Because we have the original Fibonacci pointing down, we have a confirmed C, and we have a down Fibonacci of the confirmation. So it's down, it's down, it's down. Now before this, let's check how the daily relates to the weekly. So what on the daily, where is the greatest chance of success? And I should write a little, should draw something like this. Okay, now the daily Fibonacci, the daily original Fibonacci, the weekly Fibonacci original one is up. But what gives force to the daily, what gives force to the daily is that the weekly chart doesn't have a confirmed C. So when we are talking about probabilities, it has a confirmed C, it has a Fibonacci of the confirmation, it doesn't have a confirmed C, right? And it has a Fibonacci of the confirmation. Isn't that more risky trading against the trend? The fact we don't have a confirmed C? Time to shine. We have a confirmed C on the daily. Okay? Don't mix trends with C's, everybody. Okay? We are not going against the trend. Okay? You can have a downtrend on the daily and an uptrend on the weekly. Look at EuroCAD. EuroCAD daily Fibonacci is down, EuroCAD weekly Fibonacci is up. Don't mix trends with Fibonacci's on different time frames. Okay, so what gives the force, what gives the higher probability and no guarantees, of course, to the daily chart is that the weekly doesn't have a confirmed C, and the Fibonacci of the confirmation on the weekly, it does have a very small, I cannot draw, a small tiny, and this is too big, but just for you to see, a small tiny contrarian Fibonacci. And I cannot, small tiny contrarian Fibonacci. And remember, what you need to spatially understand is what you see on the daily. Now the quadrant is what you see on the weekly. And of course there is a learning curve attached for you to spatially see and spatially understand. Okay, so can we enter short on the 1 to 4 hour chart, or can we enter long on the 1 to 2 hour chart? Well, if there is the trading time frame and the confirmation time frame are those two, where is the greater chance? When probability speaking, short term, right? Short term, we have a greater chance in the short term going short. Why is that? Because the daily has a confirmed C, has a Fibonacci of the confirmation, both are pointing down, and the weekly doesn't have. So there is a greater chance that the market in the short term is going to push lower. Okay? Now, until where is going to push lower? Well, most likely is going to push lower until the confirmed C from the monthly. Passion, how do you know? I don't know, it's just that the monthly has a confirmed C. Okay? So maybe for a short period of time on the 1, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, daily chart, the market is going to push lower. There is a greater chance short term for the market to push lower. And because of the money, because of the risk capital that we have as beginner traders, retail traders, you know, $1,000, $100, $5,000, whatever, in the short term, we are going to short the market. Now, if you are an institutional trader with the billions and trillions and zillions, then you can go long, of course, but you are not going to enter from the 1, 2, 4 hour chart. You are going to enter from the monthly, maybe from the weekly, I don't know, but for sure you are going to enter from the monthly, right? And when is going to be your entry? Your entry is going to be where and when the market is going to reverse, or the market wave, or the structure. You are going to play by the same rules on the monthly chart. Counter, trend line break, counter, trend line break. And Victor and everybody else, please understand, this stuff is not easy to understand. You know, you could be thinking, oh man, I'm lost, I don't understand anything. This is not easy stuff. It's quite challenging in the beginning how to understand. But this is the test. This is the test for the traders who want to use the Fibonacci's. What are we going to do? Short or long, on what time frame, and why? In conclusion, everybody, short term, we are going to short the market on 1, 2, 4 hour chart. Okay? Because the greatest force in the short run, and when we say short run, is because of the risk capital that we have, it's down. Okay, we are going to short the 1 to 4 hour chart. Stop loss goes above the sub A of the Fibonacci of the confirmation from the daily. If you have enough capital, would be better to go stop loss goes above the A of the daily. Okay, but in the long run, we're talking about the coming months and years, of course we are going to push higher, we are going to go long. Okay, now this is theory. Let's open EuroCAD. EuroCAD monthly chart. Okay, this is EuroCAD monthly chart, and our first Fibonacci is here. Let's color code it. Original one, there you go. And the second Fibonacci is here, right? This is the second Fibonacci. And some of you said, oh, let's go long because the monthly. You don't have enough capital, everybody. If you would, so where are we? Let me check. We are 2014. 2014. Let's open EuroCAD daily chart. EuroCAD daily chart. 2014. EuroCAD. 2014. Right? 2014. There you go. 2014, and let's say that you are using a counter trendline break and wait, right? And there you go. Maybe not this one because the market was falling, where we have the false breakout. Oh, there you go, here. There you go. This would be your entry right here, right? Somebody says, oh, structure. Well, this is structure. You have a crown here. It's a false crown, but structure changed a little bit. And you are going to draw your Fibonacci like this, right? Why is that? Because on the monthly we are up. We are up on the monthly, so we are going to go up on the daily, right? Guess what you are going to do? You are going to lose, right? It's okay if you enter here. It's okay if you enter here from the monthly, but you need to have the billions and the zillions and the trillions to sustain this fall from the daily, everybody. So what I'm trying to tell you, and what I'm trying that you understand, that long-term bias, it's one thing, but you need to address the short-term bias also to make pips and money. Because if you are thinking, oh, I'm going to go long in here on the 1 to 4 hour chart because I have a confirmed C, and you are going against the first wall, which is your confirmation time frame, because the monthly is up with a confirmed C, you are going to lose. I'm telling you, you are going to lose. Simply because you don't have enough stamina, you don't have enough capital to sustain this retracement. Miguel is saying it would be time, or let me see, then on 2 hours, I play on demo. Isn't that more risky against the trend? No, the fact we don't have a confirmed C, we have a confirmed C. So what if we had a confirmed C on the weekly? What do you think? If you would have a confirmed C on the weekly, this picture on the right would be different. Okay? And Miguel says it would be helpful if somebody makes templates what you are showing in the screen. Hopefully somebody, I don't know what you're talking about, Miguel, templates, but yes, of course. Of course. Okay, everybody, we are finishing our lesson for today. Don't trade with passion because it's the weekend. Let's go relax everybody and see you back on Monday. So we draw Fibs at the starting point of a trend. Yes sir, yes sir. And when the short-term trend is broken or changed, you need to reverse or start again. Okay everybody, don't despair, you are going to need to put in the hours, okay? And if you don't understand, please go back. I ask you, please go back to Stohastic YouTube channel and watch the webinar starting from lesson number 1. Because you are not going anywhere watching these webinars if you don't understand the concepts and without the proper training. Okay? In conclusion, stay safe, stay strong, and see you back on Monday. This is FXPassion signing off.